Top Sport Kazino lažybos. Top Sport lažybos. Dalyvaudamas azartiniuose lošimuose gali prarasti ne tik pinigus.
Kovos svorio kategorija iki 81 kg. Ir dar kartą pristatau jos dalyvius. Mėlynajame kampe jam 23. Jo ūgis 1,83 cm. Tai jo UTMA debiutas. Iš Social Gym EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS. Raudonasis kampas. Jam viso labo 18. Kaip sako jis pats, primesk aš dar 11-okas. Jo ūgis 1,87 cm. UTMA ringe 3 pergalės, ne vieno pralaimėjimo. Ir čia jis skaičiuoja ne raundus, ne minutės, bet sekundės. Iš Muay Thai imperijos. TOMAS Banskis. Kova vyks pagal kickboxo taisyklės 3 raundus po 3 minutės. Kovai teisėjauja jo ring referee of the fight, TOMAS Baldiga.
Here we go, the final fight of our prelim part of UTMA 18. Banskis, 5 years the younger fighter and 4 centimeters taller at this 81 kg kickboxing category.
First round, fight!
How long will this fight last, Martinez? Final prediction now.
I think we're going to the second round. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes.
Wow. Some powerful shots coming Šimonutis way from Banskis early. Body kick. Šimonutis forced to retreat backwards. Early pressure from Banskis too.
He was trying to deliver something again.
I think the highlight reel needs to keep going, you know what I mean? Needs another viral finish.
Yeah, and it doesn't create itself, right? But again, early pressure from TOMAS Banskis, and those kicks are already flying and they're lighting fast.
Just how effortlessly he gets that leg in the air. That's the most impressive part for me from Banskis. And of course the power with every shot.
But right now, Šimonutis is in a fight.
He weathered the storm, I would say.
Yeah,
he weathered the
is
initial
responding.
Storm.
Just not that effectively.
Needs to take time. I mean, this is his debut. He needs to scout what's happening. And if you can weather the storm and now get into an actual fight, a nice jab. Yep, nice jab from Šimonutis and a big shot.
Oh, God!
Shot.
What a right hand!
Just one more time.
Again, out of nowhere. My
It's a
God.
nice right overhand. He got a knockdown, but the fight will continue. Šimonutis is recovered, seemingly.
But now Banskis will hunt.
Absolutely, and Banskis with a
Another high kick. He backs Šimonutis in the corner. He worked himself out of a clinch.
Now Šimonutis trying to respond, trying to push Banskis back. And shelling up to not get another knockdown.
50 seconds left in this first round.
Those overhands are landing. Banskis very dangerous from the close range. Dangerous from all the ranges, to be honest.
He's showing that tonight, that you cannot count him out from any range.
A nice attack with the flying knee. 30 seconds now. Will we see first round 2 of Banskis' career?
Tempo has slowed down right now.
Now Banskis
absorbed the right hand, a powerful one from EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS. 10 seconds.
Martinez, I believe your prediction might be true. We're going to second round. Nice flying attack that...
Yes, we are.
There we go. Congrats. I'll give you a lucky punch.
Thank you. I'll enjoy it. But you know, I like that because it shows that Tomas Banskis can be tested and he needs to be tested to continue his career soaring forward. And as we said, EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS, you cannot count him out. He's a resilient fighter. He knows what he is doing and he's not brought down that easily.
Absolutely, and we've still got 2 rounds left. Anything can happen, as we see this tournament so far.
A lot of surprises,
One shot can, change the momentum of the fight. So it'll be interesting to see if ŠIMONUTIS can find that one shot. Because Banskis so far has been really aggressive in his attacks.
What I still like about the fight plan from Tomas Banskis is about maintaining the distance, utilizing those long limbs. But EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS, what he's doing well, he's responding. Every time that Tomas Banskis throws, he's trying to throw something back. And he is trying to not let Tomas Banskis establish a comfortable rhythm in the ring.
Good shot down the middle from ŠIMONUTIS, but then he eats one right back. Now Banskis with the knee.
Again, that super close distance, especially when both fighters are trying to box and not kickbox, is more beneficial to EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS because Tomas Banskis just has more reach advantage, both in legs and both in arms.
And he's utilizing those front kicks to just keep his opponent away. And that was a big kick that actually got Banskis down. Maybe he just lost balance. I believe that's what happened there.
And as you can see, when he's responding from further distance, he is effective, but EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS is trying to push and close that distance down, and that's what he needs to do, especially when you have Tomas Banskis in the corner, which we don't see often.
You don't want Banskis to feel comfortable, and that's what ŠIMONUTIS is doing so far in this round.
He is trying to make this a dogfight, and he needs that.
And credit to ŠIMONUTIS for weathering the storm and absorbing a lot of damaging shots, but mostly to defense. Nothing too clean. Except for that knockdown, of course, in the first round. Banskis, nice spinning back fist.
But you see ŠIMONUTIS, he stayed in the clinch and just managed to work his way through that close distance.
Both fighters standing in the orthodox stance and just, oh God! That's a big spinning.
But you see EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS standing after a back fist like that.
Wow. Resilient man from Otto Gym, just as you described him before the fight. And Banskis again. Pushed into the corner.
Yeah, EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS is doing what he has to do. Make it dirty, make it nasty, make it close, make it personal. That's how you derail a technical train like Tomas Banskis.
Just 40 seconds now in the first round remaining. And Banskis teeing off on ŠIMONUTIS, who's shelled up. And good shot there from ŠIMONUTIS. Banskis returns fire with fire.
If you try to shoot with him, you will be sniped down. But if you will fight with him, you might get a chance.
And not only are we going to see, not only we already saw round 2, potentially if in 10 seconds nothing major happens, we're going to round 3.
But you still have to admit that Tomas Banskis has been landing more clean punches in this round 2. And kicks too, especially those low kicks. They are clean, they're fast, they're landing to the point, but EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS is trying to establish his plan too.
And as impressive as all these first round finishes were in the past of Banskis' early career, I really want to see what he's got in the third round of the fight. Does he have the stamina? Does he have the ability to put the lights out? Not in the very first round where you explode, but in the last round. Also, to come through this adversity of ŠIMONUTIS, who's just keep moving forward and, like you said, making this a dogfight.
And stamina comes into play, fight plans come into play, and I think EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS was expecting this fight to go like that. He wanted a long fight, he wanted a grueling match which will drain his opponent coming into the third round, but I really want to see how Tomas Banskis looks right now, because that's what we haven't seen from him in his professional career.
There we go.
And here comes a proving point, and a proving round for both of those fighters. One was written off, and another one was promised everything in the first minutes, but here we go, round 3.
Šimonutis again with the forward pressure from first seconds of third round, while Banskis is pumping that jab, trying to keep Šimonutis away. Nice finish of the combo with the legs from Banskis. Now attacking the head and the body, the Klaipėda native. Šimonutis, just relentless pressure. That's what we're seeing so far. Banskis looking for a way to hurt his opponent, and he hasn't found one since the first round. We saw that early knockdown, but since then, it's been harder to hurt Šimonutis. True warrior we got on our hands from the blue corner.
And you can see that Tomas Banskis has slowed down.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what happens when your plan A doesn't happen in the in the initial try. When you try to execute plan A, then plan B and C comes in, and maybe Tomas Banskis didn't expect to need to use those plans.
And again, we are just used to seeing Tomas Banskis dominating, and when he has to bite down and grind his way into a victory in a different way, it is surprising to all of us, to commentators, to spectators, and to opponent maybe as well. So you just have to appreciate that he is still pressuring EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS. He is still creating more. Yeah, you noticed well.
Just over a minute now for Šimonutis.
Look, EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS pushes Tomas Banskis to the ropes, but he's lacking activity here. That's what I don't see more right now.
Good shot by Šimonutis on the exit.
But after the command stop was issued, 40 seconds left in this fight.
And perhaps we gotta admit that Šimonutis needs a finish to win this fight. Because the first round was a knockdown. Second round, as we said, Banskis was still a bit more active, even though Šimonutis was pressuring moving forward. And third round, I believe so far, advantage is a slight advantage maybe to Banskis. I'm not a judge of this fight, but if I had to make a bet, I would say that Šimonutis needs a finish to win.
You're making a lot of sense here, but I guess for me right now it's not about that. I think for me it's just writing new history for both of these fighters. No, EDVINAS ŠIMONUTIS coming from an open ring, Tomas Banskis with all those finishes. What a character from both of the fighters! Leaving it all out! Blow by blow, we're going into the middle of the ring!
Big shot!
What a finish!
Wow.
You wanted a fight, you get a fight! God damn, I like that!
If you don't love this, you don't love UTMA, baby!
That is amazing!
And some
lovely finish, lovely character.
And some nice mature advice from the corner of Banskis.
Maybe an extra round.
Maybe there's going to be an extra round. Don't get too excited yet.
A warrior spirit shown here.
And we'll see what response do the judges have as Ignas Grinavičius is making his way into the ring. And I believe if he's making his way to the ring, there will be no extra round.
Yeah,
exactly. Let's hear it from Ignas.
Pirmasis raundas 10-8 Banskis. Antrasis raundas 10-9 Banskis. Trečiasis raundas 10-9 Banskis. Kova. Raudonasis kampas, red corner. TOMAS Banskis. Už tokią efektingą 3 raundų kovos pergalę. Tomai, mes tau dovanojam žinoma šį standartinį UTMA medalį, kuris tau jau 4. Ir taip pat Epitome 1000 eurų premiją, kurią tau įteikė UTMA organizatorius Mantas Michalauskas. Bet klausyk, be nokauto.
Iš tikrųjų atsiprašau visų, ypač savo tėvų. Parodžiau labai baisę kovą ir šlykščią. Nežinau iš tikrųjų, kas čia nusidėjo man. Turbūt jaudulys prie daug žmonių kovoti, bet atsiprašau, nėra atmazų, reikia toliau eiti sunkiai dirbti ir gražiau kovoti, nes čia buvo tragedija mano akimis.
O tėvai tau liepia nokautais laimėti, kad visų pirma sakai tėvų atsiprašai?
Ne, mano tėvai labai gerai iš tikrųjų yra. Jie džiaugsis belia kokią pergalę, bet aš pats asmeniškai jaučiu gėdą už tokią kovą.
O kaip rudenį norėtum sugrįžti į UTMA ringą?
Iš tikrųjų noriu sugrįžti į salę jau šiandien ar rytoj, sunkiai dirbti ir pataisyti savo klaidas, nes čia, sakau, man gėda.
Bet pagarba už požiūrį. Ačiū tau, Tomas Banskis, šios kovos nugalėtojas.